Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. This is Penguin Tech. Today I'm going to replace the battery inside my PS4 controller. This model number is, let's see, ZCT1H. So this is actually the first generation of PS4 controller that came with PS4 instead of PS4 Pro. Not that the later version, which has a different model number, has a different pin for the battery. But afraid not, I bought this replacement battery for like 16 ringgit. It's double the size of the original battery, and it comes supported with 2-pin and 4-pin, which should work for both versions of PS4 controllers. So let's say if you are using the old first generation, you just need to use this 3-pin, and then this 3-pin I think, and then if you're using the PS4 Pro version, you use this which is the second generation, you use this 3-pin. So yeah, without further ado, let's open up this PS4. You turn it around. As you can see, this is a 10 or 11 years old PS4 controller, and it has never been opened. You can see quite a few dirts bit up. So, but the first thing to do is to remove these 4 screws. It is a very small screw or Felix, so just find one that fits. So as you can see, mine more or less corroded or rusty, so hopefully it's not too tight, as I've loosened it a bit just now. So yeah, let me remove all these 4 screws. And if you have any idea how to clean this controller out without using water easily, let me know, because mine has a lot of dirt trapped around and I wanted to make it look a bit newer again. If you have any idea, please drop some comments in the video description below. Or if you have any YouTube video about how to wash it, yeah, link the video and I'll go and watch it. So yeah, all the 4 screws are gone now, and I think you want to be able to go and try and, clip it out. So this is how I do it. So I try to use this plastic only clippers, then run it along the sides like so, and then if you get the chance to pop inside, just go in, then gently give the plastic piece a twist, and then repeat along the other sides. So yeah, I did take some effort to pry. So what I noticed is the tightest point could be this side and this side, and probably this side. Once you detach all of them, it should be easy to come out, run it alongside, and then open it up. So that's my experience. So you don't open it up fully because there is wires inside, so you want to open it gently, like so, and then you want to remove that ribbon carefully. So just use a finger and then pull it out, and then you can separate the bottom cover. There you go. So you can see the battery inside. 10-year-old or 11-year-old battery now. Just amazing given the life. Let me see if there's any. It's a model LIP 1522, 3.65 volt at 1000 mAh, 3.7 watt Sony Corporation. So yeah, we're gonna have to remove this battery, and I did notice that my L2 button is missing. Gonna have to, oh, it's on this cover, so amazing. Yeah, we'll need to figure out how to put it back. So yeah, let me just detach this battery. And so let's see, be gentle, because I think there's some clips. I just can't see where the clips are. It's on the top. I'm not sure. Oops, sorry. Yep, And there you go, it's out now. So the first thing is to compare the pin to know which one to use on the newer one, and actually the newer one feels a bit lighter. That's interesting. But in any case, so yeah, we'll use the bigger pin for my version, this one. So if you're on the CUT2H, I think the newer PlayStation 4 controller, you use this one. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to use this one. This one feels a bit lighter, and yeah, let's go. So I think this is facing out, so I'm gonna, the notch is here, see? So I think it's gonna face down like this. So I'm gonna have to go like this. And then, the wires were routed here, somewhere around here, so I'm just gonna put it back as well. Same thing goes to the wire that I'm not gonna use, right? Just need to bend it well, and then we're gonna have to push this in. So there's a notch on top, line it up, push it in. Oh, okay, yeah, we're good now. And so next thing I want to do is to make sure that all this wire do not come across with any other things, not even with the the vibrating motor here. So yeah, we should be good. And as you can see, I put out the L2 or R2 missing there, put it back here. So yeah, all we need to do now, let me just double check the connection to put this ribbon back in. Yeah. Put it in, make sure it's tight, and then I'm gonna have to slide this controller back on it. Is the ribbon tight? Yeah, you have to be very careful with the ribbon. And then yeah, just try your best to line everything out. Yeah, and then gently push it in. Oops. So yeah, I put it back in now, and then just make sure all the clips, because it is a bit looser now, I think, since we've already opened a 10 years old unopened PS4 controller. Last thing to do is to screw the 4 screws back. Alright, so it's all put together now. Trigger is a little bit off, but it's still working. This V1 version is a little bit different. But in any case, let's try and power out. I just charged it. So it's connected now. If you can see, it's all perfectly working, and that's all. If you have any questions, drop a comment down in my video below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.